Good morning, my dear heart. Let's sit together as the dawn light filters through the kitchen window. Pour a warm cup of herbal tea, or maybe nibble on that fresh scone you baked yesterday, while the world outside wakes gently with the song of sparrows. Have you ever wondered if some of the foods we love might not love us back as much, now that we're in these golden years? When our bodies whisper their needs more clearly with every passing season, I used to enjoy every bite without a second thought, savoring the flavors of my youth that danced on my tongue. But one bright morning, as I chatted with my doctor over a cup of tea, a gentle warning came. Some foods could be quietly affecting my health more than I realized, creeping up on me with subtle signs like a soft ache or a heavy step. Back in my younger days, I'd savor rich meals with my family, laughing around the table, thinking they were harmless and part of our joy, a tradition passed down. But at 73, I've learned to listen to wiser advice from those who understand our changing bodies and the wisdom they hold. My friend shared a similar story last week, her face lighting up as she told me how she felt better after a change, her energy returning like a spring bloom. And it sparked me to share this with you. Why not join me, love? Let's discover 5 things doctors suggest we avoid after 70 to keep our bodies strong, our spirits bright, and our days filled with the energy to enjoy life's simple pleasures. And you know what lifts my heart when I think about it? Steering clear of sugary treats that can spike our energy, then leave us low and weary, robbing us of our zest. I used to indulge in pastries, loving the sweet rush that reminded me of Sunday brunches with my children, the kitchen filled with their chatter. But one afternoon, as I felt a sudden tiredness after a slice of cake, my hands trembling slightly from the effort, my doctor explained how sugar can affect our blood and energy, especially now that our systems process it differently with age. The crash was like a cloud drifting over my day, dimming my usual cheer and leaving me on the couch. And I noticed it more as the weeks passed, a pattern I couldn't ignore. So many of us reach for that cookie or candy, thinking it's a small joy to brighten a moment, a comfort from our past, but it can weigh us down, leaving us sluggish when we need to stay active and engaged with our loved ones. Maybe today, dear, you could swap it for a piece of fruit, like a juicy pear or sweet berries that burst with color, and feel that steady lift without the drop. Comment below. If you've noticed this too, it might help us support each other with our experiences and find new favorites. I tried an apple instead, and the crisp taste became my new delight. A crunch that feels like a morning promise. And my granddaughter loves sharing them with me now, her little hands passing me slices with a grin. Another thing that comes to mind when I look back, avoiding processed meats that might strain our hearts and add hidden burdens we don't need. I loved a good sausage with breakfast, savoring the smoky flavor that filled the kitchen with memories of my father's cooking. But one visit to the clinic revealed how salt and preservatives can challenge our health, particularly after 70 when our hearts work a bit harder to keep us going. My chest felt heavier some days, a quiet pressure I couldn't ignore, like carrying an unseen load, and the doctor's advice was clear, urging me to protect this vital part of me that beats for my family. We often enjoy these quick bites, thinking they're convenient for a busy morning or a easy lunch, but they can tire us out, making our steps feel heavier and our breath shorter. Try this, love. Choose a fresh egg or a colorful vegetable like spinach instead, and notice the difference in how you feel, a lightness that surprises you. Share your healthy swap below if you've found one that brings you joy. I switched to a veggie omelet, and my mornings feel lighter now, with a burst of green that reminds me of spring gardens. And my son even asks for the recipe, saying it's his new favorite start. I've also come to realize something over the years, that we should limit fried foods to protect our digestion and keep our comfort intact through the day. I used to fry chicken, loving the crispness that crackled in the pan, a sound from my childhood kitchens where my mother hummed. But one evening, as my stomach grumbled and ached after a heavy meal, my doctor warned about how oil can slow us down, especially as we age and our bodies handle fat less easily, turning meals into a burden. The discomfort lingered, a dull reminder that stole my peace after dinner, and I saw the truth in it, how it took away my rest. So many cling to that fried taste, thinking it's a treat worth the effort, a flavor of festivity. But it can drain our comfort, leaving us bloated when we want to relax with a book. Why not try it, dear? Bake or steam your meal, perhaps with a sprinkle of herbs to bring out the natural taste, and feel that ease settle in like a soft blanket. Let me know in the comments if it helps your body feel more at home and ready for the evening. I baked some potatoes with a dash of rosemary, and the softness was a gentle joy, a warmth that stayed with me through the night, and my neighbor asked for the trick behind it. There's something else I've noticed over the years, cutting back on excessive salt to keep our blood pressure steady and our days smooth without hidden strain. I used to sprinkle salt on everything, enjoying the kick that brought out every flavor, a habit from cooking for a big family where every dish needed a boost. But one day, as my ankles swelled and my feet protested with every step, my doctor gently suggested less, explaining how it affects us more now with our changing circulation and delicate balance. The puffiness faded when I listened, and I felt more like myself again, able to walk to the garden without that weight. We often add it without thinking, reaching for the shaker out of habit, and it can wear us out, making us feel heavy when we want to move and enjoy our days. Next time, love, use herbs like parsley or thyme to season your plate, and feel that balance return to your body, a harmony that soothes. Does it work for you? Share below. I tried rosemary again, and it brought a new flavor to my meals, a subtle dance that my taste buds now crave over salt. And my daughter noticed the change, praising the taste. One more thing that's dear to my heart, avoiding too much caffeine to ensure peaceful sleep and a rested mind for the joys ahead. I loved my strong coffee, relishing the morning boost that got me going, a ritual with my late husband as we planned our day. But one night, as I tossed awake, my mind racing with thoughts of yesterday, my doctor noted how it lingers in our systems after 70, keeping us alert when we need rest to heal. The restlessness was draining, stealing the quiet I cherished for my dreams and morning energy. So many depend on it, thinking it keeps us alert for the day's tasks, a crutch for our busy lives. But it can tire us later, leaving us groggy instead of refreshed when the sun rises. Try this, dear. Switch to decaf or a soothing tea like peppermint to calm your evening and enjoy that restful night that renews you. Comment if this changes your nights and brings you peace to start anew. I sip chamomile now, and my dreams are sweeter, a gentle close to my days that leaves me ready for morning, and my cat joins me, purring by my side. There's something else I've noticed over the years, steering away from heavy dairy to ease our joints and digestion as we move through our days. I used to enjoy creamy cheeses, loving the richness on my bread that reminded me of market days. But one afternoon, as my knees ached with every step and my stomach felt full and uneasy, my doctor suggested it might be the lactose, harder to handle now as our bodies adjust. The relief came when I cut back, a freedom in my movements. So many savor that creaminess, thinking it's nourishing and a comfort from youth, but it can weigh us down, stiffening our joints when we want to dance. Try a plant-based option, love, like oat milk or a nutty spread, and feel that lightness return to your body. Share below if it helps you move with ease. I switched to almond milk, and my mornings are smoother now, a silky addition to my tea that my friend now enjoys too. And you know what else comes to mind? Limiting spicy foods to calm our stomachs as we age and seek gentle nourishment. I loved a fiery curry, enjoying the heat that warmed my evenings, a taste from my travels. But one evening, as my tummy burned and kept me up, My doctor advised moderation to protect my sensitive digestion. The peace returned with milder flavors, a quiet comfort. We often crave that kick, thinking it adds excitement, but it can tire us out, disrupting our rest. Try a gentle spice, dear, like a hint of cumin, and feel the difference in your comfort. Let me know if it soothes you. I use turmeric now, and it's a warm comfort, a golden touch that my neighbor says glows on my plate. I've also come to realize something over the years that we should avoid raw vegetables in excess to protect our teeth and tummy from undue strain. I loved a crisp salad, the crunch a joy from summer picnics. But one day, as my gums ached and my stomach grumbled, my doctor suggested cooking them softly to ease the effort. The ease was welcome, a kindness to my body. So many enjoy the crunch, thinking it's the healthiest way. But it can strain us, wearing down our strength. Steam them, love, with a pat of butter, and feel that care wrap around you. Comment if it works and brings you comfort. I steam carrots, and they're a tender treat, a softness my granddaughter loves to share. There's something else I've noticed over the years, cutting back on alcohol to keep our balance steady and our minds clear. I enjoyed a glass of wine, the ritual with friends a highlight. But one wobbly evening, as I nearly tripped, my doctor warned of falls and the toll on my liver. The clarity returned with less, a steadiness I valued. We love the relax, thinking it's a reward, but it can drain our stability, risking our safety. Try a mocktail, dear, with fruit and fizz, and feel secure on your feet. Share below if it helps you stand tall. I sip sparkling water, and it's a festive lift, a toast with my family that keeps me steady. And you know what else warms my soul? Avoiding late-night snacks to honor our rest and let our bodies heal. I used to nibble before bed, a habit from long nights sewing. But one restless night, as my stomach churned, my doctor suggested stopping to give my system peace. The sleep improved. A deep rest I hadn't known. So many snack, thinking it's a comfort, but it tires us. Disrupting our renewal. Skip it, love, and rest well with a book instead. Let me know if it changes you and brings quiet. I read instead, and my nights are peaceful, a story lulling me into dreams. So, my dear heart, can you feel how these choices can keep us vibrant at 70? A gift to our bodies and souls that lets us thrive? You're a treasure, full of wisdom and grace, and you deserve a life that supports your every step with strength and joy. Why not try one today? Maybe skip a sweet. Choose fresh over processed. Bake instead of fry. Ease on salt. Calm with less caffeine. Switch dairy, moderate spice, steam veggies, reduce alcohol, or avoid late snacks, and step into that health with confidence. I'd love to hear how it lifts you, so share in the comments when you can. If this warmed your spirit, give it a like, leave a comment, and hit that bell for our next chat. You're worth every caring step, so begin now, love.